What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Mustache channel. I'm just kidding. Welcome back to Evan67 Vlogs. It has been a long, almost 2 months since I posted a video. I've been so busy clearing out the old shop, moving into the new building. I haven't had time to do anything other than work, move, and do the truck driving classes. But we're going to get you guys some updates on what's going on. And here's what's going on. Nothing. I've had no time to work on any of my projects except for maybe one or two, maybe one new project that I'm going to introduce to you guys today. Updates. It's a mess back here right now. New shed. So we got 3 sheds here now. We got another shed over here now. And this is a lot of stuff that we just didn't have space for, that we needed to relocate. That's not going to be at the shop. A lot of this is just stuff we need to consolidate and get rid of. Stuff for sale. We got some seats here for sale. Got some Fox Body Mustang hoods, Camaro hood, and a whole bunch of stuff over here. Sea-Doos. Nothing's really going on over here. Last I made a video, I was looking into getting some bunks made. Haven't gotten around to that since the last video. Need to get around to getting this trailer dialed in. Really hoping to get the 2000 together and running this summer. 99, not sure yet. It's in the air. Got a lot of stuff going on right now. As I said, nothing going on with these projects right now, but there is some stuff we're going to talk about. I know I talked about in the last video about getting a third Sea-Doo. I don't think that's going to be in the cards this year. Maybe not next year, because I got a lot of other stuff going on, and I got some new goals that I've put some thought into that I'm going to go over with you guys right now. The goal is get those things running so I can enjoy them. If I get a third ski, maybe I'll get a stand-up. Stand-up would be between like a 650 SX, an 800 SX, and or a newer 4-stroke Yamaha Superjet. That's to be posted for another day. But elephant in the room. I have been so back and forth with this car, and it's for sale again. I've had 2 buyers fall through on it. Does run and drive. Needs to be registered. Doesn't pass smog, but the Mach 1 needs to go. I made my final decision that I'm done with this car. I am done with the Mach 1. Couple of reasons. I could use the money towards other things going on right now. I got some debt that I'm trying to take care of this year, trying to pay some stuff off. And I have a new build that I want to do. A little more modern compared to this thing. Don't get me wrong, I love this car. I love the New Edge platform. I love what this car is capable of. The heritage, the history. I'm always going to be a New Edge guy at heart. But there's been a few things that's come to mind that's starting to logically make more sense to me. And I'm starting to learn and realize that these are 20-year-old cars. They do need a lot of work. As they get older, more stuff is going to need more attention. And with what I'm going to put into getting this car to where I would want it to be, there's a better platform out there that I can choose to do that's going to be more bang for the buck around what I'm going to invest into this car. So we're going to touch on that here in a minute. As for other channel updates, we got the F-150. Got some news and stuff coming up here soon in the near future for this thing. With tax returns and this thing getting paid off, hopefully by the end of this summer, I'm gonna put some money into the truck this year. I think this year and or next year, depending on well, this year for sure, because there's a few things that have to get fixed with the F-150. So unfortunately, the AC went out this last year, and that is something that has to get fixed. It's coming up on 115,000 miles. It needs an oil change. The trans has never been serviced. It's a 10R80. Need to get that thing taken care of so I can get more life out of that before that goes, because transmissions in these things are expensive. I need to get the diff serviced. I also would like to finally get this, I don't know if you can see it, there's a crack in the windshield that I've had for like the last couple of years. I want to get that fixed. I want to do new shocks and struts and coilovers, new wheels and tires. I think I'm going to go back to the methods that I had on it before. And I'm also considering maybe doing like a 4-inch lift with a lift spindle to clear a little bit of a bigger tire. We'll get more into that later on, ideas on what I'm planning on doing with the truck. But we gotta head inside. It's kind of cold out here right now. It's still early, high desert in the year. It's cold. So let's go get it inside. Okay, now that we're inside and it's a little warmer in here. Yeah, so this last month and a half, I've been doing a lot of thinking about my future and what I really want to focus on getting accomplished. As I was kind of saying, the Mach 1, to get that car to where I want it, I'm going to have to probably dump like 30 grand in that thing, piece by piece, and just not enjoy it. And I'm starting to realize I'm not going to be in the position to do that with that car for probably a couple of years. And I'm really wore out with looking at it, knowing its potential, knowing what it could be. And I think it's ready for the car to go to the next owner that's going to take it to where it needs to go. Finish the project. I really want the car to go to an enthusiast that's going to appreciate it and enjoy it for what it is, that's going to be willing to put the time and money into it and make it a nice Mach 1. Even though it's not original motor, the car has the capability of being a really cool car to somebody that would really appreciate it. So with that being said, trying to work on paying off debt this year, going to get the truck paid off. I'm going to put a little bit of money into the truck, get the truck freshened up. I've had the truck since July of 2020, and it needs some attention. I want to try to get, the maximum life out of that thing as I can, since it's going to be paid off this year. And I want to be able to put myself in the position to get into something that I can afford, that I can enjoy more, that's not going to take as much time and money and effort to be something that I'm really going to appreciate and be happy with. So I've been doing some soul searching as far as cars go. I'm a Mustang guy at heart. And with what it's going to take to get the Mach 1 to where I ultimately want it, it's going to take a lot of downtime. It's going to take a lot of money. And I'm not going to be able to enjoy the car for a long time. So with my thought process in mind, instead of building it, it makes sense to sell it, let it go to somebody that's going to build it and do what they want to do with it. I'm posted everything for sale. All my 4.6 New Edge stuff I'm getting rid of. The 99 to 01 Cobra bumper I had, that sold. A buddy of mine picked it up. I already sold the extra crank that I had for the car. I had a block and a crank to build a short block for it. That's gone. That same guy is going to come back for the block. Hopefully, we'll see. I got the Pro Chamber I'm going to put up for sale. I honestly think at this point in time in my life, I'm done with the 4.6 platform. Um, Based off of what I'm aware and what I know with the 4.6 cars, it really sucks to say this and have this mindset because I would love to own a Terminator. 0304 Cobra has been one of my dream cars my entire life. But, watching YouTube videos of people of ownership, bolt-ons, this, that, there's a lot of little things that really need to be paid attention to with those cars. Especially if you have an O3, you got to check the torque on your spark plugs because they're 4-thread heads. Um, there's a lot of just BS things that go out on those cars all the time that I've learned with the Mach 1. You could have a coil pack go out at any time. Fuel rail pressure sensors, idle air control valves. The most silliest things can happen that cause vacuum leaks. It can throw codes. The 4.6 is probably one of the best motors Ford made prior to the Coyote. I'm not saying it's better than the Coyote. I'm saying best motor prior. But it's a rat's nest of EFI issues. That unfortunately I'm tired of dealing with, and I'm not in the financial position to just keep sinking money into this car just so I could drive it and enjoy it and then tear it down and just keep sinking more money into it to get it to where I'm really going to be happy with it. I've thought about maybe getting another Mach 1, but it'd have to be something low miles, something in better condition, something that doesn't need as much work, something that would just need minimal work, bolt-ons, catback exhaust, short throw shifter, stuff like that, that it would take finding probably like another $15,000 Mach 1, which I'm not opposed to, but I got my eyes locked on an easier route to get to what I wanted to achieve with this car. So I think the end all be all goal is going to be Gen 3 Coyote. I have a spec that I have in mind that's going to take some time to look for, which is fine. I'm not going to be in the position to get a car anytime soon. I got to get my finances taken care of, which I'm working on right now. That's why the Mach 1's for sale. And then truck's going to get paid off this year. I'm setting myself up to where I'm going to be 100% in the right positive direction to get into something that I want and that I'm going to be happy with, that's going to have more potential. So one of my goals I had with the Mach 1 was 700 horsepower street car in a new Edge. It's just, from my era that I grew up in, if you were out at a car meet or the street races and it's 05 to 2010, if you have a 4-valve Mustang pumping over 500 horsepower, you are a force to be reckoned with, and or the Termy guys that were pushing 800 to 1,000 horsepower. Like, those were serious numbers back in the day, and even today those are respectable numbers on the street because that's enough power to get to the ground to where you're not going to blow a tire off the car. Let's be honest. 800 horsepower street car, 900 has just kind of been like my shy of 1,000 horsepower street car goal because I think 1,000 is ridiculous on the street. But I've come to realization the Coyote is a much easier platform to do that with. And I've known that, and I've seen it, and I've researched it, and I think I'm going to go with a Gen 3. I would prefer 18 through 23, anything in the Gen 3 era. A 2020 would be sick because it would be the same year as my truck. I want the 10R80. I'm going automatic because it's easier platform to put power down with. It's already been tried, true, and tested. Of with the right mods and boost, you can go nines with the 10R80 boosted Coyote car, which is, in my mind, my goal. I want a street car that I can build, that I can cruise and drive to the beach, have AC, radio, something I could drive and enjoy. And if I want to drive it to Bakersfield and make some passes and lean on it, if the car will go a 9.9 or a 9.8, that's very impressive for a street car for my era where I came from. I mean, I've driven 9-second cars, and I've even been 8s in the quarter mile. Like, it's a rush. It's an exhilaration. It's a lot to get there. A lot of people sleep on in today's standard, like, it's so easy to do it, but physically doing it, you got to have balls, big cojones to be able to handle a car that puts power down like that. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for anybody just to be able to easily do. Driving a car that fast, that's a handful. That is a handful. And I know the 10R80 is the easiest recipe car to do that with. I know a lot of people are going to say, go Gen 4, tuning's unlocked. It's a proven platform. They're already going 9s with, boost and bolt-ons. I want to stay Gen 3. I'm not a huge fan of the Gen 4s. Mainly because I don't like the screens in the interior. It's just, I can't do it. That and the cars look so much bigger. They're so much bigger in the front end. They look heavier. As far as, current Mustang platforms, I would consider a Gen 2 car with the 6R80. I know a lot of people are going to say it's a good platform to go with too, and I'm not going to lie. I would go with the Gen 2. I think that the Gen 3s look a little better, in my opinion. And tuning capability for a street car, I just think they're very capable. And I would really like to have the 10R80. I know a lot of people are probably going to argue the 10R80 isn't as good as the transmission. The 6R80 is better. I want something that's going to be streetable. I want something that I could jump in and drive to Arizona if I want to and get good mileage. So I would like to spec. I got to do my research on yours, but I would like to spec a Icon Silver Gen 3 10R80 car, because I have a build in mind that I want to do with that car. Boost, fuel system, exhaust, axles, wheels, tires. It's an easy recipe car. And I think it would be a beautiful car parked next to my truck. As I stated, my truck's going to be around for a while. As I'm paying it off, I'm getting ready to sink some money into it because I want to try to see if I can get another 100,000 miles out of it. Which I think with regular maintenance, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to do that. So that, and I'm getting a little retarded in the head because I did talk about going back to a method, doing a little bit of a bigger lift on the truck. I've always wanted a 6-inch lifted F-150, but I just know it's less practical. But I've seen it done where you can go 4-inch spindle lift and fit 37s. It's a very nice look. It's like that fine line between F-150 and Raptor. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to do a 37 build with the F-150 on like a black method. And then the idea I have in my mind, the Mustang next to the truck, it's just going to be a sick combo. And speccing the car I want, I know it's not going to be easy to find. So I need to get my shit together and get ready to put myself in the position where I can start looking, get some money together and have a down payment, find something with decent miles, not something that's, got a clock ran up to 80, 90, 100,000 miles. I want something that I could get in, drive, and enjoy. If I feel like driving to work, I'll drive it to work. If I feel like leaving it in the garage for 4 months, I'll leave it in the garage for 4 months. I want something that I could get in, drive, put my daughter in the back seat, and like I said, take it to the beach one day, take it to the track. Famosa Raceway is a couple hours from me. go out, run a low 10, high 9-second pass, and drive the car home. That would just be a sick goal. So 10R80 Gen 3 Coyote coming to Evan 67 vlogs near you. It's still technically kind of mod motor mustache things. The Coyote is from the mod motor platform. That's where the architecture of the motor came from. Maybe we're going to do Coyote mustache things now. We'll see. So I know I've been ranting a lot in this video, and hopefully we'll start getting some actual content out this year. I keep saying I'm going to do content, I'm going to do content, I'm going to do content. And then I don't film anything, and I just update you guys. We're going to get there. Just you watch, just you wait. We're going to do some content soon. Now that the shop's moved and my schedule is going to be a little more freed up, hopefully going to find time to start working on some of these projects. So, Sea-Doos, I'm going to start trying to work on here in I need to start doing it soon. Tinkering with the trailer and getting that 2000 running so they're ready to go for the summer. Or at least the 2000, I should say. As far as other projects go, now that my schedule's been cleared up a little bit, I am going to start looking into cooking again soon. Maybe we'll do some cooking videos. Because I'm in the position now to where I could probably do like some cooks on Friday or do like some Thursday night cooks going into Friday. Really want to get back into barbecuing. I miss it. It's something I really do enjoy doing. And we're also going to do our RC car stuff, which we got more RC car stuff. Let me show you. Okay. So, RC car stuff. I picked up, like a fool, a Traxxas / two-wheel drive truck. And I didn't realize when I picked it up, it was a brush motor truck. Not paying attention because I thought I was getting a really good deal. Even though I did get a good deal. I got this RC truck for like $150. The body was a little bashed up. Whatever. Oh, and the T-Max I was working on is almost done. I got the front section put together, the rear section put together. This thing's about ready to put batteries in it, gas, fresh air filter, fresh glow plug, and see if we could get it to fire over and just make sure everything's working, servos are working, make sure that it's going in reverse, and make sure that I have the transmission lined up the best I can on that gear, which I think I got pretty good. It's been a long time since I've messed with these, but yeah, this thing's almost ready to go. I got a body I'm going to paint for it. I'm going to get another body for it because I want to do a true T-Max body for it. This is a 3.3, so we'll get the 3.3 Pro Graphics body and do something kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. But this thing. So this I already stripped apart. I got some tires for my other Slash. The main reason is because I don't have any of the stuff in here right now because I didn't start working on it yet. I have a drag slash project that I was going to build a couple years ago that I never got around to. I have the Traxxas drag slash conversion chassis. Now I have all the parts I need from this truck, excluding the motor and ECU. And I already started doing some research. We got a motor and ECU for the drag car right here, something to kind of start out with. The electronics, as far as like the motor and ECU coming out of this one that's already taken apart, I'm going to use for the Sin F450, which is not in here right now. It's in the back garage. But what my goal is I'm going to take the Traxxas brush motor and ECU from this slash here, and I'm going to put that in my Sin 450. Have a little bit of I guess a more manageable motor setup, because now I could run the brush nickel batteries in that truck, and this thing for 150 bucks came with 2 batteries, which was awesome. So now I could kind of separate my 2-cell that I have in the Sin for either the drag car build and or my other slash, which I'm got more RC plans with. I have a problem. So we got a RC drag car project going on right now. I'm really excited because the new shop has a very nice empty parking lot, and it's got a front and a back lot. The front lot's concrete and the back lot is asphalt. And a really good friend of mine actually lives like 2 streets over from where the new shop is. And he's been kind of coming over, hanging out, and kind of excited we're going to be closer to him. And I've been talking to him about doing an RC drag car build. And we have the perfect territory in front of where the new shop is to hang out later in the evenings on shop days when I'm over there, and to have the car with me, have him come over, and, you know, we could do testing, we can do races. It's something I want to do for a long time, and I'm happy that I'm going to be closer to friends to do stuff with at the new location. So I've been talking to my buddy Mikey about getting him into it. Tyler, the guy that works for us at the shop, I'm talking about getting him into it. Maybe we'll get a few people with some cars together, and we'll be able to do some little get-togethers and testing and racing at the new shop, which will be kind of cool on downtime. Just projects. So that's kind of where I'm at and what's been going on. RC car stuff is the only thing I've really been able to tinker with on the side a little bit based off of how busy I've been with the shop. I haven't had any time to work on anything else. But hopefully now that time is clearing up a little bit, we'll be able to start catching up on some things. We'll get the car sold. We'll start modding the truck a little bit, get the maintenance done on the truck, start cooking a little more, start doing more RC car stuff, and try and start bringing you guys some more content. I'm just happy the move's done. It's consumed the last 2 months of my life. I'm so happy the move's done. But anyways, I'm done ranting. If you guys have any questions or just want to give me a shout out, thumbs up. Alan, you are my favorite subscriber. Shoot me a comment, brother, please. I love you, buddy. But until the next video, keep it classy. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.